Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to create this look and I've created this look today without any use of a brush. I've only used my fingers to create this look. I'm sure you all must be excited to watch the entire tutorial. So without further ado, let's begin. So guys, to begin with, I'll be going to prep my skin first and I'm going to use Mama Earth Vitamin C Face Toner. What you need to do is just pour a little bit, rub it in your hands. Apply it and just dab it in this manner. So guys, once this is done, I will be allowing it some time to absorb into my skin, and yes, once it's done, we'll start with moisturizing our skin. So guys, for moisturizer today, I'll be using Aloe Turmeric Gel Moisturizer from Mama Earth again. So yes, let's just take about a generous amount on my hand and I'll just apply a few dots . And as I said guys, it's very important to moisturize your skin and keep your skin hydrated as much as possible. And for any sort of makeup, as I said in my earlier tutorial, that whether you are doing your makeup for a party look or whether it is for your everyday makeup, it is very important to keep your skin hydrated and moisturized well. So guys, as you see, my skin is well moisturized and the product has well settled into the skin as well. So moving on, now I will be primerizing my skin, and for this I'm going to use my favorite primer from Smashbox, which is Vitamin Glow Primer. Take few pumps onto my hand and apply. And guys, as I said, I always use this primer, especially during the summers, because this is water-based primer, and it always keeps your skin natural. Because I mean, as I said, like if you're going out, you're in a rush, this is the best that you have, and this is the best that you can do. So, and especially if you're going out during the summers, it's too sultry outside, and it also keeps it keeps that natural glow on your face. So yes, please do use this particular product from Smashbox, Vitamin Glow Primer. Again, dab it well into the skin. So the next process would be using a concealer, and I'll be using LA Girl concealer in the shade Pure Beige. I'll take a little bit first onto my fingers. Alright, just about this much first, and start applying it on the darker areas of my face, just in this manner. The center of your nose, please don't miss out on that. Take a little bit more. I'll also apply the concealer in those areas where I find a little bit of redness or a little bit of patchiness also. You can also apply this on top of your eyes, or I mean on your eyelids, because we tend to also have a little bit of darkness around that area. So if you want, otherwise you can totally skip this part. Alright guys, so that's about it, and I'm going to, with my fingers again, I'm going to dab the product onto my face. And since I don't have a brush, so that's the challenge. So let's start and let's see how it goes. Guys, always remember, whenever you are doing this part, especially under your eyes, do not drag it or do not swipe it, because your concealer can go wrong. I mean, if you drag it, it wouldn't look good. So please ensure that whenever you're applying a concealer, whether it is with a brush or if you're using your fingers in a rush, please use this technique, which helps you to dab the product onto the skin, onto your under eyes. And it does not, you cannot, I mean, we cannot afford to drag it or swipe it, guys, under your eyes especially. You need to blend this well. It's okay if you kind of drag a little bit of product here, because you are any which way blending it out properly. You have a lot of space to kind of work on, but under your eyes you cannot afford to do that, because you do not have too much of space out there. Yes, so that's it guys. Applying my concealer is done. So yes, that's how my face looks right now. So guys, before moving on to my next step, which is applying the foundation, what I'm going to do is, since we are using our fingers to apply our makeup today, I'll be using a face wipe and clean my fingers, because applying the concealer and then with the same fingers you applying your foundation, it might give you unwanted colors. So guys, my fingers have dried up, and moving on to our next step, which is applying the foundation. So for foundation today, I'm going to use MAC Studio Fix liquid foundation, and this is why I like this particular foundation is because mostly because it has a bit of tint, and which gives you a very natural look, especially when you on the days when you do not want to put on a very heavy foundation or a heavy makeup, or you just want to be very natural. This particular product gives you the ultimate results. Yes, I'm going to apply this product and let's see how it goes. I'm going to take a bit on my finger, just as I did for my concealer, and make little spots right about the entire face, or else you can just take it on the other side of your hand and just take a bit of it and start making spots like these. And this process basically, guys, helps you keep a control of the product that you are using. It doesn't allow you to go overboard with the product, and you can use just the amount that you require. So guys, please ensure that you do not put a lot of product right under your eyes, because you have already applied a concealer, and if you use too much of product, especially your foundation, and you're going to layer it up with a face powder and stuff, so what happens is right under your eyes, there's a lot of you tend to have a lot of crease lines. Of course, we can definitely try and avoid as much as product we can apply, because otherwise, as I said, there will be fine lines, there will be crease lines, and that you would definitely not want, when you are being clicked, or even if if you meet someone in person, that really doesn't look good. So yes, I'm going to start with applying the foundation. So yeah, take a look. So for my eyebrows, guys, I'm going to use this pencil, eyebrow pencil from K Beauty in the shade Hazelnut. So let's begin with brushing my eyebrows down, and then I'm going to create a fine line, and then the rest follows. So just take a look. After this, I'm going to even this out with my spoolie. So just to give that extra definition, I'll just even that out. Okay guys, just to set all of this in place, usually I use a setting powder, but today, since we are not using a brush, I am going to use just this makeup fixer, which I usually use at the end of my makeup tutorials. So I'm going to use this makeup fixer today, and to set all of this in place, so that we can continue with the rest of the process. That's about it, just this much. I'm going to allow this to dry up, and I'll be back shortly. Alright guys, so this seems to have dried up well. Now moving on to our next step, which is contouring. And guys, initially I thought that I wouldn't be doing the contouring step today, because that primarily requires a blender, or a brush to nicely blend it. But yeah, since that's the challenge, I'm going to apply the contour stick today instead of a powder. So let's see how it goes. So for contouring, I'm going to use the contour stick by K Beauty, and this would be in the shade Beige Focus. So let's apply. That's about it guys, and now we are about to blend it. So once this is done, I will quickly move on to the best part, which is applying eyeshadow. But guys, I mean, it's not a problem if you're in a rush, if you want to step out of the house without an eyeshadow. That also is perfectly fine. But what I'll do is I'll quickly show you a very simple step of applying your eyeshadow. So yeah, to begin with, what I'll do is I will take this shade from my color palette. I'm not going to create a lot of transition shades, or I'm not going to apply too many eyeshadows, but yes, I'll begin with this one. So what I'll do is, with my ring finger, I'm going to take a bit of tint, just about this much, and I'm going to start applying the eyeshadow from the outer corners of my eyes. And guys, don't take too much of pigment like at a go, because what happens is, if you take too much of tint, you will not have the control. Start from the outer corner of your eyes, so that you have a grip till the time that you reach the inner corners. Just apply it and start blending it in. Wow, guys, just take a look at this. I mean, I've just taken about the pigment about once, and just look at the shade that I could create with this. And if you cannot control it, we cannot go back and undo it. But if you take less, I'm sure we can again go back to the color and take it and apply it. Yes. So what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to just leave it as it is. I'll just quickly finish the other eye. And guys, for your inner corners, what you can do is you can use this part, so that you have that control, and you do not end up spilling it here and there. So be very careful when you're doing this. Alright guys, so this is about it. I'm going to leave this shade right here. I'm planning is I'm going to mix a bit of other color as well with this eyeshadow color. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to clean my fingers well, so that I don't mix up the colors together. Okay. So my fingers are ready again. So I'm going to take this shade right about here, this shade from the color palette, and I'm going to again repeat the process. Take a bit of tint, just about this much, and apply in the inner corners of my eyes. And guys, please be very careful, do not pick up too much of pigment. Look at this, guys, this is amazing. I love this. Guys, you can all skip this part, because since I kind of love colors and I love playing with colors, I'm just experimenting. But I mean, as I said, you can just skip this part and move on. Look at this, guys, this is so natural. I mean, I am totally in love with this particular look here, guys. So I've just left it here, and that's exactly how it looks at the moment. Now I'm going to use a bit of shimmer onto what I've done on this. So I'm going to take this shimmer shade from the palette, take a bit of tint, just about this much, and apply right about on top of this, where the transition is visible here, just right at the center. And just slowly tap, and you know what, we will just blend it out beautifully here. Just about this much. So I'm going to quickly finish the other side and then come back. So yes guys, I'm back, and see, this is how it looks at the moment, and I'll be leaving it right here because this is a very simple look that I'm going to create, and I will not use too much of colors, and with my fingers that's all I could do. And guys, moving on, I will also what I'll do is I'll get back to the same shade that I took at first, this one. I'm going to take again a bit on at the side of my fingers, just about this much here, a little more here, and I'm going to add a little bit of color onto my lower lash line as well. Guys, we can always blend it out, so don't worry if there's too much of tint at one go. See, here, right about here. I'm going to also complete the other eye here, and that's it. I don't think any more color is required, so yes, we will move on to our next step now. Alright guys, for Kajal, I would be using the Lakme Iconic Kajal pencil in the shade black. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it on my upper lash line a bit, and then with my fingers I'm going to smudge it out well. And do not directly apply a very thick amount of kajal, because it might be, you might tamper your eyeshadows otherwise. So just use a bit of it, blend it out and check it out for yourself, and if it doesn't look as per your expectations, just add in a little bit, but in the beginning do not apply a lot of it together. So yeah, I'll just show you very quickly. I'm going to take my finger now and just start blending it inward, and just keep it towards your lash line, and do not go upward, and smudge it sideways. Yes guys, so that's about it, and that's exactly how you blend it, and I think I've done a pretty good job. So I'm going to also apply some kajal on my lower lash line, but I'm not going to do it the entire way through here. So when you apply your kajal on your lower lash line, guys, you're just going to add, you're just going to start right from the outer corners of your eyes and just come halfway through, and we need to smudge that out well, this much. Okay, same with the other eye, and that's it. I'm going to smudge this out. So yeah guys, so that's exactly how I have smudged my kajal out, and this is how it looks at the moment, and I think it's pretty easy, and you can always try it. So yeah, let's move on to our next segment. So guys, for mascara, I will be using the Super Curl Mascara from Maybelline. You can go ahead and use a double coat of mascara if you want, because whenever you're on the go, or if you are stepping out of the house just to buy some groceries or something, I mean, you always do not have to wear false lashes. For this tutorial, I'm not going to put on a false lash here. So yeah, I'll be applying the mascara now. So that's good, and I'm going to apply on my lower lash line as well, and again come back. Here goes my second coat of mascara. That's about it for mascaras, and yeah, I mean, applying a double coat really gives you that defined look, and look at this. I mean, I love Maybelline New York mascaras, because they give you the best definition that you can think of. Alright, moving on. For blush, we'll be using about these two shades from the palette. I'm going to mix these two shades. So how I'm going to do it, let me show you. With this ring finger, I'm going to take a bit of tint here, and I'm going to mix that with this shade here. So I'm going to take another finger here and take two shades on two fingers here, and I'm going to blend this here. I'm going to take these two shades here, and I'm going to apply, smile a bit of course, and apply these two shades together here. Just gently rub it together and blend it out. This has to be very soft so that it gives you a natural look and not you don't end up looking harsh on your face. So yeah, blend it out nicely. Apply it well on your cheeks. Just nicely blend it out. And the blush should be always applied in this way, and it shouldn't go this way, or it shouldn't be all over your cheeks. So it should be just about from here, starting from here, just about little bit of here, and then you blend that out nicely. It should be on in a triangle shape, if I may put it that way. It should be in a triangle shape. So yeah. So yes guys, just about this much should work. I'm going to repeat the same process here. Don't drag it right through like this, but you can use a very light hand and kind of move your hand in circular motions. Alright guys, so this is about it, and now since this is done, we will move on to our next segment, which is applying the highlighter. Highlighter, I'll be using my favorite highlighter, which is Gold Glory from Sugar Cosmetics. And guys, what I'll do is, since I'm not using a brush, I'm going to use a very little amount and then see if I can build that up or not. About this much, and start highlighting the high points of my face. Just like this. Just take a look guys. A little bit on my forehead, and again blend that out. Bit on my brow bones as well. Alright guys, so we are done with the highlighter, and we can move on to our next step, which is applying the lip shade. So guys, before applying my lip shade, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly apply the lip liner, which is from again K Beauty, and in the shade I Am a Fan. So yes, I'll just give a nice shape to my lips, and then I'm going to apply the lip shade. So I'll just show it to you right away. So yes guys, applying a lip liner helps you to keep your lip shade, when you're applying the lip shade, it helps you to keep it in place, and you don't tend to spill that out here and there. So for beginners, I would recommend that you use a lip liner. So at the moment I understand I look very funny, but anyway, we will move on to our next step, which is applying the lip shade, and I'm going to use the lip shade from Huda Beauty. It's a liquid matte shade, and I'm going to apply it and show it to you right away. So guys, take a look at this. This is my lip shade from Huda Beauty, and it's one of the most, I just love this shade, and yeah, I mean, it makes you look beautiful. Last but not the least, I would be applying my makeup fixer. I'm going to set all of this in place one last time, and yeah, I'll show it to you. I'm going to use the NYX matte finish primer again. Alright guys, time to sign off now, and do let me know about your views on your particular tutorial in the comment section below, and I hope you would subscribe to my channel if you've not done yet, and please also, along with that, hit the notification bell so that you get regular updates on my tutorial. Thank you so much, and please be safe everyone. Thank you. Love you.